So we're up in the hills, or the mountains behind Genoa. We've taken the no toll road, so we've got the windiest little road you've ever seen, and we're heading towards Lake Garda. It's been very scenic. We're looking down in the valley, trees everywhere, hilly landscapes. I'm sure it's better than the motorway.
Taking the back roads was the best decision we had made that day. Fantastic views going through the mountains, following Google Maps to our very pleasant hotel on the edge of Lake Garda. It did take me a day or two getting used to driving on the wrong side of the road, however I soon mastered that. We have been to Lake Como on previous trips, and our mate George was not home, so this time we decided to visit Lake Garda instead. It did not disappoint, and it was a nice place to visit. However, I prefer sitting on the edge of Lake Como with my mate George, having an espresso. We found a nice cafe on the side of the lake, and we indulged in a pizza with salad and of course the mandatory Aperol Spritz. We enjoyed a walk along the footpath that skirted the lake, finishing back at our hotel before calling it a night. We started the day with a delicious breakfast in the hotel. A tip, we always tried to stay in accommodation that included breakfast, which is usually not that hard to find in Europe. Sandra was most impressed that they named the town after her. She insisted on stopping and taking this photo.
We're heading towards the mountains.
We're heading towards the mountains.
The Dolomites in Italy.
Once again, we stuck to the back roads to take advantage of the scenery. Our tip of the day is, if you have plenty of time and don't mind driving, then take the back roads, as the majority of the highways in Italy have expensive tolls. At the end of our trip, we still spent approximately €100 on tolls. Despite our best efforts to avoid them, there were times when you just had to take the toll road. And certainly by the end of our trip, we had to get to Genoa on time. We have never seen apples grow on trellises like this before. There was just acres and acres and acres of unfenced apples. Luckily for them, we're honest people and we drove right past them. Heading further north into the Italian Alps towards Innsbruck, we decided to stop at Lake Caldaro. We weren't planning this, however, when we saw the view, we had to investigate. It wasn't disappointing, as the views were to die for. We also decided to stay for lunch. The area was like a small lake resort, although it was evident that it was now out of season, being the middle of autumn. The lunch was very good. However, at the time, it was our most expensive meal, coming in at around 70 euros, which is about 110 Australian dollars. We finally made it into Caldaro, and it took a while for us to find our hotel, despite us walking past it 3 times.